CalTrain is a commuter rail service in the San Francisco Bay Area. Trains travel in between San Francisco and San Jose, with some continuing as far south as Gilroy. Constructed in 1863 by the San Francisco and San Jose Railway Company, the line was purchased by the Southern Pacific Railroad just 7 years later. Commuter rail on this corridor dates all the way back to the beginning, reaching a ridership peak in the 1940s. Back then, Southern Pacific was still using consolidation and Pacific-type steam locomotives to pull trains of single-level Harriman commuter cars. The Southern Pacific continued to provide commuter service between San Francisco and San Jose into the second half of the 20th century. Faced with declining ridership due to automobile competition, the SP sought to exit the commuter rail business in the late 1970s. In the 1980s, the California Department of Transportation stepped in to take on some of the financial burden and keep the commuter trains running. A brand new fleet of 20 EMD F40PH locomotives and more than 60 bi-level gallery cars built by Nippon Chariot was purchased by the state in 1984, and in 1985, the service was officially rebranded as CalTrain. Southern Pacific was kept on as an operator for the trains until 1992, when the Peninsula Corridor Joint Powers Board took full control of the operation following their purchase of the rail line from San Francisco to San Jose in 1991. As ridership continued to increase, more equipment in the form of MP36 locomotives, Bombardier bi-level coaches, and additional F40s and gallery cars was purchased to accommodate the growth. Today, CalTrain is one of the busiest commuter operations in the nation, averaging about 65,000 riders each weekday as of 2019. On a normal weekday, nearly 50 trains a day in each direction make stops at the line's 29 stations. 3 different levels of CalTrain service are provided on the Peninsula Corridor. The Baby Bullets, numbered in the 300 series, are the fastest trains on the line, making only 6 intermediate stops in between San Francisco and San Jose, with a travel time of 1 hour. Limited trains, numbered in the 200s, make stops at most stations but will typically skip some stops that are close to each other. Last but not least, the 100 series local trains stop at all or almost all of the stations. CalTrain has changed and grown a lot over the years, but the railroad is currently undergoing its biggest transformation thus far. The diesel-hauled passenger trains are in the process of being replaced by a brand new fleet of self-propelled electrical multiple unit cars built by the company Stadler. In order to power the new equipment, the entire corridor between San Jose's Tamiyan Station and the San Francisco 4th and King Street Station is being electrified with brand new 25 kilovolt overhead electrical wires. This is a massive project that has been several decades in the making, with feasibility studies going all the way back to the early 1990s. The CalTrain Modernization Program, or CalMod for short, is expected to be completed sometime in the first half of 2022. While some of the diesel fleet will be retained for service to Gilroy, the original 20 F40 locomotives dating back to 1984 will all be retired, along with the gallery cars. Let's take a trip to the San Francisco Bay Area for a look at the venerable F40 locomotives in action as they dutifully haul their trains up and down the peninsula. At the time this was filmed, the Electrification project was well underway. You will see several scenes of completed overhead catenary and electrical poles, as well as others where construction of the new electrical infrastructure had not yet been completed. Thanks for joining me for this look at CalTrain's commuter railroad operations in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more on CalTrain in the future, leave a like and let me know in the comments section below. For new weekly train videos, subscribe to the channel and select the Receive All Notifications option. You can also find even more train and railroad related content on my other social media pages. And finally, every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, there's another all-new railroading adventure headed your way right here on the YouTube channel. That's it for now. Until next time, I'm Mike Armstrong. I'll see you down the line. Thanks for watching.